our devices, this is how we do it. But the hope is we don't have to use them at all. So put those things at the bottom because hopefully we don't even have to look at it. Here, like if Paul say you get stuck and Paul has to go through this, he has to scroll like 5 pages before he even gets to the day of the event, right? So put that up front, and again we'll go through this, but I'm just like that's the format I think should work the best, unless you guys think otherwise.
I think a table of contents would work because it makes sense to me that you have before the event, the day of the event, wrap up, whatever. Just have a table of contents at the beginning so that you can jump to
Right,
the
there
day of
you
the
go.
event.
That works too.
I imagine I'll probably be looking at this document from my phone while I'm
Right.
doing it on the computer, so
Yeah.
it'll be a tiny screen.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So Gino, again, you the way this document has to be so dumb proof, like if someone took this and we gave them this document and all the equipment, they should be able to do this. Right? You see how many roadblocks you hit, and we are tech people, we know what you're doing and I'm following you. I guarantee you a person who has no clue would have been lost in the first 3 minutes.
Oh, yeah, right.
Right?
So with my document for the
Concept.
translate, I said, go into this microphone settings,
Right.
disable all the microphones, and Gene's like, yeah, it's so done, right? And then we're testing it out, and
Right.
I'm like, well, where's the feed coming from?
Right.
Oh, turns out Sandeep didn't do that.
Yeah.
But the instructions tell you to do it.
Right.
Yeah, that's why like here I made sure there's a step for everything.
Okay, good.
Here, connect the camera feed, SDI or HDMI plug in. So I did go through that. The YouTube one changed with, I guess, new accounts that logged in. Because even when I just did it on here, those screens didn't pop up, so it's a different view.
I wonder
Alright,
if
so
I wonder if YouTube does like live A/B testing where some users get this new interface.
That's
Oh,
what I
we do
think it
need
is.
Good enough to do that,
Yeah.
yeah. All right, so the documentation needs to be updated. I want to see you walking through this thing, start to finish.
Right.
Mhm.
Without
Right.
any hiccups.
Yeah.
This is like I lost you 5 times, in that whole
Yeah.
thing.
So just do a Zoom session so that we can see what's going on the big screen, and just tell us what you're doing
Right.
each step of the way. Right. Aside from the documentation, just
Yeah, and the
because you know
Zoom
how
has
do
to
this
happen.
forward and
We
backwards.
talked about that too. I thought you were presetting the Zoom thing. We talked about that.
Mhm.
That you're going to do Zoom so that we can see everything on the big screen.
Yeah, this one has zooms on it. This one doesn't.
I understand that, but we are not using Zoom as
Yeah.
we are not, right? So it was not preset. That's what I'm saying.
All right, and then
So
do the OBS one.
Well, because
I
Once
feel
you
like we
put
need to
the
clean
green-
this up and do this again. Honestly. Let's do the OBS one, but the Wirecast one, I'm lost. You have to do Wirecast, but I'm lost at this point. Like we didn't even get to the YouTube side on how to start the stream there, and then we found out there's no documentation for it.
So, let me ask you a question. Once you hit that green Wi-Fi button,
Mhm.
right? Are things then identical between OBS and Wirecast? Because that pushed it to YouTube.
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll see how it has to happen when we go through the OBS side.
And then this is exactly the same too. Like from my account, the screenshots from YouTube, everything is each step, everything. It's just there's a different view from the T Web Hub because I guess we haven't set it up on there. That it had the different view that we saw of this one.
Right. Okay.
So if I even refresh, it might come back. Yeah. So I don't get this.
Like Steve said, it could be A/B testing,
Mhm.
right? They're testing out new software on a select group of people, and WebHelp just happened to hit it.
Yeah, like it doesn't give this. It's basically it automatically takes you to the later date where it starts automatic. Like it takes you right to the box. So like this, scheduled stream, commencement test 2015. But regardless. So let me go to OBS. So I am going to set up the YouTube on here real quick, but just so I have that skip, because that doesn't really affect anything. I do have to actually connect the OBS. I will go over that just in case. So let me do YouTube. Start the stream on YouTube
So
as
can
well.
we just go through it right now? So once you click that, then what do you do?
All right.
So OBS does seem much easier.
Yeah. Oh, it's much easier.
So here's one more suggestion, but let's finish this first.
Duplicate key, string key. Oh, what's coming in? So basically, you're logged in. So let me go back a little bit. We are going to create, go live.
So you go to youtube.com, you log in,
Mm-hmm.
then you go on the top right and you click go live.
And then, so I'll do it from the actual youtube.com because it's following the same steps as the initial, where we just go here as the initial setup, create, go live. So you'll see the one that the stream, the feed is coming into. There should only be one for each account anyway. These are old ones I have to delete. But I click on that. We'll get something saying that the feed's coming in. Video resolution. So it's not really moving. So, but oh, I never ended it from earlier. So it's still streaming from before, but basically it would just have a start stream.
No, basically. There's
Yeah.
no basically.
And
You
this
need to
stream.
see everything from start to finish without any hiccups.